Hi, in this video from my bus, I gotta make my own handle, and I'll show you why. Now I can set this up one of two ways. Right now it's in this position to stay open, so when I come in and out, I don't have to use a key every time. Now the issue though is since I have pets, I need a way to keep this door secure while I'm not in here so they don't escape, especially if I want to leave this outside. And that's where this lever system will come in. Yes, it looks a little crude right now, but the idea is that there will be a handle on the outside, and then on the inside here, this will slip down into some kind of L bracket, and all this needs to do is to slide in place to keep this door opening. So when I come in from the outside, all I have to do is whatever's right here is, it doesn't matter at this point which way, but just flip this up, open the door, go in and out. All right. Now this, of course, is going to go further, I think, this way. So the idea is that when this is closed, this will come down, and I will have an L piece here, and that will hold the door shut. There's a little bit of play, but that's okay. I don't mind the other side being a little open. The most important thing is to make this piece snug. That's going to go right under here. So, all right, in this step here, I'm going to pre-drill holes into the bottom of this, because when it sits out there, I don't want to see the screws on the bottom. I just think it would look nicer if they're kind of hidden. Now these will not go all the way through. I'm hoping that these will be sufficient enough to hold this in place as long as I'm easy when I'm opening and closing the door. I am going to use two different drill bits. So these screws go through this very easily, and then this one to pre-drill down in here so the wood does not split. Now I may end up going with longer screws, but I'm doing this in case I need to replace anything in the door. Alright, so what I've done at this point is this piece here, which will be attached to the wall using these screws going this way, should be plenty of support. If not, I'll find a way to support it a little bit better. I have glued this to this because this doesn't need to be screwed. This can be pretty permanent. If I'm replacing one, I'm replacing both. But for this unit here, I wanted to test out to see how these screws would hold. So I did push down on either side with my hand, not a lot of force. This will sit, of course, like this. When the door's closed, you won't see those screws at all. But these will work nicely for keeping this in place. And if I need to replace this, I can just take these out, find another same size broom handle, and put a new piece in. All right, here is the door handle itself, and I'll show you why out there, why I have this kind of setup with the extra piece in here. And this is used to hold this on the inside to keep it from dropping too far. Now, the reason I made this by hand is, I am limited on funds, so I thought, what can I do with wood around the house to make my own door handle that's easy to use to go in and out, and something I don't have to lock and unlock every time like the deadbolt, which you'll see. All right, I'm ready to do the last finishing touches on the door, so I'm going to get this installed, and I'll show you the final setup shortly. So here's what the final setup will be. From the inside, I've got this here. This will keep this from going down too far. This will help keep the door snug if I just want to go in and out without having to hook and latch and unlatch this all the time, which is nice. I have this hook here. I can always hang something from it, but it will keep this from falling too far. Now let me show you the entryway. All right, so if I don't want to have to deal with this, which is fine, it's not a big deal, but right now the way it's set up is we either have to leave the setting so it locks every time I close it, therefore I'd have to unlock it every time, or if I just pull a little bit on the handle, or even on this right here, I just pull a little bit snug, that will slide down. This way, because I do have pets and I want them to be, not escape on me, especially if I'm somewhere out in the wilderness, and that eye hook that you saw in behind will keep this from going too far. So that slides down. The reason I added this piece and kept this long is I also wanted to utilize this out here as another point of keeping the door closed, so all the pressure wasn't just on that piece on the inside. All right, so now the other reason I mentioned earlier in the video that I did not use a regular door handle setup is because of the nature of this door. I was going to have a lot of trouble trying to drill the necessary hole in the side and the front, and then in the side to get that piece that comes out and locks into here. It's probably going to be a lot of difficulty, so I went with this deadbolt system because again I realized my issue was having to open and close every time, and then I figured I'd go with a nice simple latch. And now this way also is so that I could have bought something, but I decided instead of spending the money to use the wood I have. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And thank you for watching my video, and I will see you in the next one.